Hello! Greetings, salutations, welcome one and all. My name is Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Heroforge Legendary. Today, our special guest for Heroforge Legendary is none other than the wonderful, the amazing, yours and mine, your favorite narrator.
Well, hello. Sorry, I was reading a tale there in my magical book. Sometimes it's a nice story. Sometimes it can be quite evil. Sometimes if you change colors, it goes to blue for a sad story. It's quite nice.
Oh, that sounds like an incredibly magical tale there. Welcome in.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta say this. I'm super keen for today's Heroforge build. For so many different reasons. First and foremost is because for those of you who've watched my channel for a while, me and Narrator have played a couple of RPGs in the past. And Narrator is a very avid gamer. But Narrator doesn't RPG stream. Like, I think this makes you like officially my milestone, my first non I guess like RPG primary streamer on my shows.
Yeah, I never really had a lot of people that would actually like play D&D. So I'm just like, well, I guess I'll just I got to stream, so I might as well play other games. But I do indeed in fact love everything D&D. I just haven't been able to play it a lot. Just makes me sad. But now I found you guys, so it's happy.
Yay! And we were very happy to find you as well. And here's the thing, right? This is the interesting thing. Like, I think RPGs are for everyone. You know, it's something that that I think brings people together, no matter what type of games that you love and you enjoy. And you know, like as soon as we started playing together, I knew that you were definitely someone I wanted to continue and keep playing games with. And since then we've started a regular game now, and we've had a couple more encounters. We started with like Maximum Apocalypse. So if you guys haven't checked out that stream, we did Maximum Apocalypse during its Kickstarter with Narrator, Guy from How to Be a Great GM, Myri from Orkins Balta TV, and of course the amazing Cucumber from the Perception Studios team. As well as a special guest appearance from another member of Perception Studios, which we won't talk about in case you haven't watched it. So thank you for that, and thank you, Myth, for the donation. That does remind me, I need to put this up here, and I haven't told Narrator this. But
You
we
haven't
have
told me something?
I've got my very first channel stretch goal.
Whoa.
I do. I've never done a stretch goal before because I've always felt really bad about doing stretch goals. It's just it's just a me thing, you know. But
Okay.
so here's the stretch goal, guys. For the entire month leading up to the 10th of March, I'm raising money for a fundraiser. Those of you who know, our dear friend Robert Hartley GM is part of the Viva La Dirt League New Zealand comedy team. And they are currently doing a Kickstarter for their new studio. So I am doing this. I am raising money. Hey, thank you for the cheer. Thank you so much. I am raising money for the Kickstarter to try and get a $5,000 tier for myself. And the reason I'm doing this is because if I successfully make $5,000 in order to Kickstarter this, I will be able to afford the tier of Kickstarter that puts a mural on the studio with my face trolling Rob every single day he has to go to work.
Every time he has to go into work, you'll be there.
Yup.
That's amazing.
And so we are currently, thanks to that last donation, we are at 29%. It's probably a little bit higher because we did get a little bit of extra that didn't get calculated. But yeah, we are at 29% after less than a week. So we're pushing forward, and hopefully we're gonna hit that $5,000 mark, or at least close enough to the $5,000 mark that I can make the difference, and then and then basically have my face plastered on the wall so that Rob has to see it every day. Yeah. See, some people raise money for charity. Some people raise money for the sick fishes in the oceans, I raise
Yeah.
money to annoy my friends. That's that's kind of it. Oh, thank you, Faye.
It's a good one though.
It's a pretty good one. Yeah, I mean, think about it, right? Like, I mean, on the other side of it, it's something that that I think adds that layer of importance to it, because it's not just from me. It's not just a me thing. It's a you guys thing. It's a community thing. So there you go. So yes, if you wish to donate for the stream today, unfortunately there are no rewards for this stream, as we are here with our favorite narrator, and this is about us having a chat and stuff like that. But I will say this: if anyone orders off the secret menu, I'm going to do one thing extra. If someone orders off the secret menu tonight, your narrator's character, which could either be your narrator or the character he's building today, will make a guest appearance as an NPC on one of my streams. Yeah, throughout my one of my streams, he'll come in with a quest, and I will even actually, narrator. You know what we'll do? If we get the secret menu item, I'll sit down with you. We'll come up with a quest, and then we'll put that together and then shove it into one of my games. So there you go.
Cool.
That's it. Ha, done. All right, now let's talk why we're here. So today we are sitting down with narrator in order to make a Heroforge mini. This was a abomination that I made as a means to just have a background image while we're talking about the ideas that we're going to be throwing around.
Yeah.
I gotta say, you look incredibly handsome. Like you're amazingly, you're an attractive man.
Thanks. Yeah. I love the I've actually thought about going back to the swoop with my hair again. So I think that's kind of cool.
Well, I mean, there's no real undercut hair. Like that was one of the things.
There's really not. There's not a lot. And like
yeah. The swoop.
more
I will say I did like the swoop. But if
yeah, the swoop is definitely. It was also very low maintenance. Like, even though this is like all I have to do is gel my hair up and like comb it back. Whenever I had my swoop, I just like get out of the shower and go, all right, we're done.
Yeah. See, there's not too many of that comb
really
back
not.
that look really nice.
There's really not.
Oh, that's young narrator right there. That's the face reveal narrator.
Yeah, that was face reveal me.
Yeah, there you go.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, I think that's all right. I think we can.
Yeah, it's never like actual undercut where it's like faded and then
Yeah, see, this looks
the
like you're about
top,
to beat up a kid while singing.
Yeah. What are you doing on my stage, kid? And you're like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, my food's here.
Let me. Oh, hey, go grab something to eat.
I'll be right back. I know we just started. Super professional of me, but
no.
my food's here.
Go do the thing. I'll tell everyone what they can do for today's stream.
Okay,
now,
here we go. I'll be back. Woo, disappearing.
It's magic. He's disappeared. He's gone into the ether. Hey, Crimson Rockstar, what is up? Food's gold. I'm never gonna live that down. Thank you to Kelly Grasswood for the $25 as well. Massive support. Big thank you. I only just saw your message there. Yeah, thank you very much. So much love. So much love. I also know who Callie is, and she is an NPC already in my world. So thank you very much. Narrator looks familiar. Am I missing something here? Well, Narrator is a wonderful streamer in the VR and RPG and gaming space. He has his own channel, Your Favorite Narrator, but also frequently does stuff with a group of Australians as well as a Mexican, and I don't know what Juicy is. Juicy's Juicy, known as the Boys. So yeah, he does a bunch of these variety streams and gaming streams, which are a lot of fun. And yeah, we're going to be sitting down and making a Heroforge mini. Now, not only are we going to be making a Heroforge mini today, we're going to be sitting down with you guys in chat to talk with Narrator about gaming, about RPGs, how we do stuff. Oh no, we missed the hype train. Oh, that's okay. We were a little late to the station, that's all. It's fine. But, that hype train is now on its way to other channels to give another streamer some good vibes for today. So we wish that train all the best and a safe journey. But yes, so yeah, if you have any questions for narrator or for myself, or just topics you'd like us to discuss in regards to role-playing games, just write in the word question and then throw in whatever you'd like to ask, and yeah, we'll discuss it. We'll chew on it. We'll ruminate on these ideas. And you know what? Let's get some music going, shall we? Let's. Beautiful. Look at this. So lovely. The noodling bot. Does anyone have any questions to begin with? Feel free to throw them out there. We have just a bunch of great ideas that we want to be sharing with you guys. We had a really interesting Q&A talk with Carson from Space Shark the other day. Me, Robert, and Felix from Dingo Doodle's channel. And yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun. So most of those questions came from the audience. So I want to encourage you guys to ask away at All Things RPG. What is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is to realize that life itself is the journey. It is not the destination, nor is it the amount of things that you gain or acquire during that life. It is the people you meet. It is the worlds you build for yourself. There you go. That's my 2 cents on it. Okay. There you go. Hi.
I'm back.
So, narrator, would you narrate what you have for dinner tonight?
Yes, so I'm very, very hungry. All right, I looked over the things what I can and can't have, and after scrolling, through my stuff, I realized I had no groceries. I'll do that tomorrow. But in a panic and in a rush, I'm like, what can I eat that won't upset my stomach? And I'm like, Chick-fil-A is always good. So I got grilled chicken nuggets. So it's not air fried, it's just the grilled ones. Supposedly they're good for me. And I've got granola and yogurt. So that's pretty good.
That sounds like food.
Please don't be disappointed.
I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed.
That indeed is food.
I just didn't realize that people grilled nuggets. That's, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that.
They're delicious.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's like they make
I'm gonna stop,
like a
I'm
grilled
stop
chicken.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna stop food
Yeah.
shaming.
I mean, it's like a grilled chicken breast, but then they just cut it into like nugget pieces.
Oh, okay. So they're not that like sludge that they make into like
no.
batter
It's
thingies.
literally just like a nicely seasoned grilled chicken breast, and then they just cut it into like
that does sound pretty tasty. That does sound pretty tasty.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I was imagining like those frozen nuggets, and someone just whacked them on a grill, and I'm like,
ooh, no.
right? That's a bit weird.
No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
No.
That stuff you do as like a kid when you're trying to make your parents dinner to surprise them, and then they look at
And
you
they're
like,
oh, yes,
I should have worn a
great.
condom. No. Don't say that to your kids. So anyway, so we're here. Let's kick this off. We are going to be making an RPG character for you, narrator. Let's start with what your character or who your character that we're going to be building happens to be.
Right. Are we going off of the campaign that we're doing, or is it anything?
Well, I mean,
Nice.
look, it's up to you. It's up to you. We can do
Okay,
the character
'cause
that you've got from your campaign, or you can.
I personally love Scourge right now.
Okay.
He is hilarious, and he almost died already. So
Did.
loving him to death right now. So yeah, let's go with Scourge.
All right, let's go with Scourge. Okay. So tell us about Scourge.
Right. So Scourge is in your world where a lot of things are dedicated off of magic and whimsy and food, especially. I am a big fire genasi. That is my boy. He's got But you know, the big his body looks like it was either from like Toriko or like a JoJo reference. Like he's a muscular dude. And that is because his brother is well, he's on the weaker side.
Yeah. Weaker side how?
Well, do you want me to go into like the full backstory?
Yeah, of course. This is all about sharing, buddy.
Got it. All right, well, let me pull up my notes really quick that I wrote down, so I can give an accurate description here. Here we go. So, let me get it right here. All right, so my brother's name is Anguis, which is close to Angus. Get it? Steak. So what it is that I want to, in this world that the lovely Dead Aussie Gamer here has prepared for us, I want to make a full course meal for my younger brother, because he was always very frail and he couldn't become a great food adventurer. Now, at the time when we were growing up together, I was like athletic and went to like sports and stuff like that. Like I had my own thing going on, but you know, I like to cook a little. But because my brother's body was so frail due to a disease, because his goal has always been to like go on these adventures, but he can't, I decided that my goal is now going to make a full course meal based upon not only helping him possibly with his disease because they're filled with protein and protein kind of stuff, but hopefully made also from like the places that he's always wanted to visit as a food adventurer, but he can never go. So hopefully my food potentially, we'll see, can help him not only be like, oh, I'm so glad you went on the adventures and then I have a lot of stories to tell him, but also could hopefully help him with his frail body. So we'll see.
Well, there you go. That's awesome. I love the nature of a character who kind of, I mean, okay, so there's an element of this character which is super focused on the idea of I'm an adventurer, right? I'm out there, I'm searching the world, I'm, making cuisines and stuff like that. But, like there's this really interesting line here in this type of character where it's like, where does the line stop between your character as I want to be an adventurer, and your character as I'm doing this for someone else? You know what I mean? And I think
exactly.
That's such a great element to the character.
Yeah, because there's going to be like a lot of, I can definitely tell like down the road there will be, like a lot of choices I'll have to make, not in just as an adventurer, but I'll have to be like, okay, how maybe like this somehow ties into my brother and how can that benefit him possibly. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of twists and turns and crazy things.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? I one of the interesting things and look, I'm not gonna spoil anything because I haven't made any actual decisions yet. But like, I'm not saying anything, but I am saying like, it'd be really sad if your brother doesn't get to eat your food.
Yeah, it would. It would be terrible.
It'd be awful. What kind of sick monster?
Yeah. Especially if I got to one of the later ingredients, and then I found out of the best adventure ever.
Oh yeah, and it was like the ingredient. It was like, maybe even like a cure for like,
what was going on.
What
and then
was
it's
going
like,
on.
I'm here, and he's just gone. I'd be like, okay.
Yep. You know what else is right? If I were to do stuff like that, it probably wouldn't be that easy. It'd probably be something like, you'd go there and the bed would be empty and you'd be like, what? No, where is he? And then it's like, oh no, we've just wheelchaired him outside. Like he's getting some fresh air, calm down. Like,
Oh, you're going to be... I'm going to forget, by the way, because I have a terrible memory. So... I guarantee you'll try and you'll try and do something, and I'm going to just stare at you the entire time that it's happening.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't think you understand how this works. I wasn't asking you if my brother's okay.
I'm telling you, he's in the house.
Amazing. All right, we have our first question here, which is an interesting one, from Weasel Queen 220. How do you think a burial would work on an entirely mechanical island in the sky?
Oh my god. It's a lot. It's a lot to process. So I think, well, let's see. How would a burial work on a mechanical island in the sky? Well, you can think about this a few different ways. If you were thinking about it because it's a mechanical city, it could be humanoids. But what if it was a mechanical city that was like all like only Warforged were on there? That's why it's all mechanical. It's flying around. And if there was like a burial process for a Warforged, you could do it two ways to where, you can just give them like, you can disassemble them, and maybe their parts could be used for other things. Maybe like their parts could repair certain other parts for the flying city. And then like their whatever your Warforged uses blood or like oil, they could use that as for fuel to keep the flying city in check. So they're in turn creating more fuel for the flying city, but also creating more Warforges to also create more fuel for the city. So it's an endless cycle of technically unlimited fuel, but also kind of a sad life as a Warforged on this floating island while you're coming to your end.
That's a cool one. I do like that. I like the idea of almost like even maybe the idea of like a recycling element to it as well. Like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
See, I went through a you put them in a cardboard box and you throw them off the edge. But I like yours way better. See, good luck, people on the ground.
All the Warforges, like they're kind of like psychotic a little bit. You're like, what's going on here? Every part is used for another part, and you're like,
yeah,
okay.
My leg belonged to my grandma.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Amazing, I love it. Okay, so I've come up with what I like to call my base idea. So the base idea behind this character, obviously, is very, very big fire genasi. So I've kind of gone with the flames and stuff like that. Now your character is a grill chef, right? So work in the grill and stuff like that. So I think the spatula is iconic. Definitely.
It is very iconic, 100%.
Yeah, I think we need that. As for the apron and the jacket, I just kind of went with that. But again, this doesn't necessarily have to be the character. Like at least in this world that I've made, as you are an adventurer as much as a chef, like you obviously need to dress for the part. So what vibe do you see this character having in terms of like if someone were to walk up to him on the street, like what would you want people to think about Scorch?
So I've put a lot of thought into this, and I think if it was just a kind of a day-to-day out and about, I feel like I would want him kind of in like a short sleeve shirt, and maybe like a leatherish kind of vest, if you would. So like he's still like a nice, like he's quote unquote a little bit nicely dressed, but because it's leather on his vest, if he still needs to like, heaven forbid he's out and about and someone asks him to cook, or like he sees a grill or like an ingredient he wants to fry up, he's not too worried about, what's going on with his clothing, because it's the leather vest will just be, he'll treat it like his apron.
Okay, I could see that. So maybe something like that, sort of?
Something like, yeah.
Let's see, do we have any other vest pieces? A lot of heavier armors. That's just a chef apron.
God, there really are a lot of options, isn't there?
There really are. These are peasant outfits. Oh, this is kind of cool. That's pretty rad. Yeah, I'd say vest wise. No, that's a little bit too pumpy. Yeah, I'd say that's probably the better of those ones. So what we can do here is, what colorations do you imagine your clothes to be?
So I was thinking about this, and mainly because he is a fire genasi, I was definitely thinking, because they play a lot with their backstory, their clothes should kind of represent them as well. And because I'm behind a grill all the time, I would love either like blacks, browns, and reds, and then for the buttons, have them be gold for kind of like a little bit of flair with their flame.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah, that's just what I'm thinking.
So black, browns, and reds. Okay, so
yeah,
I guess the main one is the base, right? So let's just look at kind of like a. Okay, so I mean like a red and black kind of hits there. Red and orange, maybe even. Then we've got the black and the red. Kind of like the black and the red. Yeah. That kind of works out really nicely.
That kind of works out, yeah.
Yeah. And if we look at just kind of the browns, I mean, that's kind of a khaki kind of color, but we can move around with that. Maybe take it to something a bit deeper.
Ooh, yeah.
So it's got that red.
There
to it.
You go. Yeah, more of that darker, earthy tones. Yeah.
Yeah. And then what we can do is we could just raise that neck piece a bit. Just to
there we go.
Just to kind of give it that extra pop. And then if we want to look at the little buttons here, because we got the gold there, and we don't want to kind of overdo we don't want to like over accentuate the gold. We can get some demon rose gold. So this is kind of like looking at the actual color of that. That's kind of like this really nice kind of reddish silver.
Yeah.
And I think that'll be nice. It won't come out too well in the model, and I'll admit that straight up. Like you'll barely notice that detail, but it's still there. I think that's.
What if we make, just as a thing for like the cufflinks? What if we made that like just like a white shirt, like just the outer part?
Yeah, we can do that.
I just want to see what that looks like.
All right.
Oh no, I mean the like the.
Oh, these things?
Very. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then the top of like, so it's like he's wearing like a white undershirt. I don't know if that's like, I think it looks too clean though.
Well, we can do
for what we're going with. So, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, the beige is one of my favorite whites. I do like that.
Yeah.
I think this is an olive that might work a little bit nicer.
Okay.
I think this is actually a good point to go into skin tone, like because that.
Honestly, yeah, I think that because skin tone is gonna matter a lot depending on like the color wise what we throw on them.
Yeah, but before we go into skin tone, let's dig around for another question, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's see. A couple of people fell asleep during the stream that I did yesterday with Rob. That's fine. It was a late stream for some, early stream for others. Lots of discussions about the floating mechanical island, which is great. We love discussions. Let's see. Any other questions? Wow, I fell really behind. Wow, hi everyone. Hi, D-Mystic. What's up? Let's see. Oh, well, there's an artificial sun attached to the mechanical island, so you could use that as a cremation thing. Okay, that's kind of cool.
There you go.
Okay, so no questions as of yet. So guys, again, if you have any questions for me and Narrator, throw them into chat. But I have a question for you. What was your first RPG experience? Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be TTRPG, and I want to point that out because as a little bit of backstory, I actually didn't get into TTRPGs until much later in my life. I was actually a professional video gamer. I, had a team, we had a squad, we went to tournaments, we did all that stuff back when CS:GO was a thing. It's still a thing, but you know what I mean. And that was, I started, I think my very, very first game was Neverwinter Night was one of my very, very first RPGs. But I'm curious as to what your first RPG experience was and how you felt about it.
Man, I would have to say, like, my very first RPG would probably be RuneScape. That
That's a
was
good one.
like the very, like, right when it first came out. That was I was playing on that way too much, way more than I should have. But then closely after that, I found D&D 3.5, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. It's cool. Granted, I was in a very small town, and like, you know, I was already known as the nerdy kid, so I was like, whatever. But nobody really wanted to play, so I would just like read, like, you know, and like kind of figure out how stuff would work. But the first time that I really got into like an actual D&D campaign was probably in my later teens, like 18, 19. And then, but after we did that game, that was like right before I had to go into the military. And one of the people that we played with was like, she was practicing her artwork. And how did I know you were going to ask a question like this? But this is what she drew me. This was actually my very first D&D character.
Whoa!
That I ever played.
That is cool. That is amazing.
So he was this was a very complex character because they were like, we want you to be as creative as possible. So he was a changeling with multiple personality disorder. So I had 2 character sheets for this one person. And that was very intense to kind of play as, because one of them was his actual, like, kind of looked like a night elf kind of looking deal. And he was more like, he played more of like a I would say a bard. Like, he wasn't very strong, he wasn't very fast, but he was very charismatic. And he had the pet raven that you saw there. And then the other version, he would actually turn into a tiefling. So instead of being all blue with red eyes, he would actually his skin would turn all red with blue eyes. It was very, just for like the double persona kind of deal. And then the tiefling character, his other half would be like strong, like a little bit more physically stronger. He would change his whole body appearance. But he was obviously not very nice. He was a very mean person. And what happened is that he would either switch to the red tiefling whenever he was under a huge amount of stress or pressure, or if he slept. So it would be like every time my character would sleep, he would turn into, you know, whichever one he wasn't at the time. So it was kind of a very weird kind of style. And then I had 2 character sheets, so I was like looking at what they both had to do, and it was nuts. But it's super cool.
Well, you know what? It's and I will say this: it is a challenge playing characters with that level of duality. And that was your very, very first character is awesome. I'm not gonna lie. My very, very first character was just my gamer tag as an edgy drow lord.
There you go.
I did not. It was not very creative. It was very, like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be Nova Cobra, and I'm gonna be
there.
Like,
you go.
Like, yeah, he was such an edgelord. Also, we have the wonderful and amazing Quincy's Tavern.
Hi, Quincy.
Hey, Quincy.
I see you. Hi, Quincy.
How you doing? Quincy is another player on this table, which is amazing. We are building Scorch, and Quincy's Tavern, aka Quincy, another great and wonderful person. Go check him out.
Yep.
On TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, on I don't know. I don't think you have a YouTube channel, but if he has a YouTube channel, go check it out, and definitely go check him out on Twitch. One of the easiest. You know, I'm gonna even shout you out. Go check out Quincy's Tavern on Twitch. It is one of the chillest and kindest hangouts. The people in the community of Quincy's Tavern are one of the most inclusive and amazing people to go and hang out with. So yeah,
makes such good food.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's it. One day we'll all get together. We'll go to Gen Con together, and we'll actually run this game at Gen Con, and we'll actually make some food, and we'll just like hang out. Yeah.
I'll just sit there like, it's really good. The whole session, just constantly eating.
Yep, while I remember, I will add in your name so that I remember it, and then save it so that I don't lose it in case stuff. All right, so again, guys, if you do have any questions about this character, about role playing in general, feel free to throw them out there, and we'll answer them as we're going. All right. So, we're talking skin tones here. Now, I mean, I've just been playing around with some fire colors because I think fire color, again, if we're talking about skin tones, then, you know, knowing fire and how it behaves and what colors we're looking for definitely helps. But I want to say this. I have never subscribed to the idea that fire in magical creatures has to be the yellow, red, you know, kind of thing. Like, sure, that has to be, like, for real fire. But for example, like if you want your fire to be like kind of more like gas fire, right? Like
exactly.
You know, like there's nothing wrong with you know something like something like that, for example, and having this dude be like kind of the gaslit fire, or hell, if you want to even go with like something a little bit more unusual, you can green flames, like the unholy flames, or I got no stake in this, but what do you imagine for your character? Also, the hairstyle's flexible as well.
Okay, yeah, because the hairstyle for me is gonna be more of like a kind of a shorter cut. To be honest, if we can.
We can.
Not that, definitely not that short, but like, you know what I mean.
I do. I'm just playing.
There's a lot. There's definitely a lot of. That's actually like minus the ponytail. That's the closest thing to a crew cut I've ever seen.
That's true. I wish you could actually get that little fuzz on the underside though, the undercut.
Yeah, for a medium fade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, like even just like a little faux hawk for him, I think would be fine.
Yeah, that kind of looks alright. I dig that. Let's see, what else is a really cool short one? We got the Goku.
Oh, jeez. It's literally straight up Goku.
Just straight up Goku.
Oh man.
The man bun. That one's kind of cool.
That one's kind of cool.
Yeah, a little plait and stuff.
Little braids on the side.
Boom.
Whoa. So that's like the faux hawk, but that is like the monster version of a faux hawk.
That's faux hawkzilla.
Faux hawk's literally faux hawkzilla. Oh my god, that's insane. My lord. So the more I'm looking at it, right, especially with the hair colors, I wouldn't be opposed to like a longer hairstyle now that because flame is supposed to flicker and like do that kind of stuff. So I would imagine like, even if it wasn't oh my god, oh, the hyena, what the heck?
That's kind of rad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, these are the ones that you normally use for the gnolls and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was about to say these look definitely like either were characters or gnolls kind of looking. Yo, this is oh, I love that. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's dope looking. Oh, he's cool.
All right. Well, I think that one's got a pretty decent response. I mean, we got the short version, the medium version, and the long version.
Dang. Honestly, I think the medium version would be dope.
All right. Let's keep the medium version.
We
And
can-
again, we can reassess.
You can play around with it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So now we've got a rough idea of like, at the very least, the, kind of the style we're going for. Also, the face can change as well. We have like a bunch of different faces as well, so we can go with like.
Gotcha.
Like we can turn you into.
Oh my god! Yeah, there are so many faces. Oh my god.
Rabbit.
Just a rabbit.
Straight up rabbit. Oh, that gets rid of the hair.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something. Oh man. Borp.
Yeah, that's just it. So yeah, I've just gone with the giant broad feature kind of face for now. But yeah. All right. So skin tone. So yeah.
Right.
So I guess looking at the dreads and stuff like that, is the red and orange kind of fiery kind of look the thing you're after?
I think so, yeah. Like definitely if we can make it so like because it kind of looks like it's more yellow than red, if we could flip that to where it's more red than yellow. Oh, look at that. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're cool. Oh, he's hot. Oh yeah.
All right.
Metaphorically speaking, and physically. Just look at that. We're not even done yet.
Not even close. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right. So, what kind of skin tone are we thinking? I mean,
yeah.
If I'm saying tradition is usually like ashened or darkened skin tones for the
guy. Yeah, I was definitely thinking more like a like kind of like an ashy or smoky, either like a darker color, like a gray, even like kind of like soot, as well.
So, pro tip: if you are making a skin tone and stuff like that, because by the way, this is really cool. This kind of gives me a Ganondorf kind of vibe.
Oh my god, he totally does.
Right. Right. Rather than trying to find exactly the thing you're looking for, make the thing you're looking for. So here's what we do. We click on our, we go into paints, go into mix, head into Scorch's paint and find which one we need. Then what you do is you make a copy. So now we've got this little unused copy here, and we're gonna call this Scorch Skin, right? Just give it another name. Make sure it's the right texture that we want, and then what we can do is we add that to the skin. We give it a fill so that it's all the skin tones, and then as we adjust it, it'll adjust all the skin tones. So we can find exactly. So we can find exactly the tone we're looking for. So let's start with the basic. Now, keeping in mind, we can change the different layers because there are 3 layers. There's the lower layer, which is like the deep recesses, the medium layer, which is the majority of it, and then the upper layer, which is kind of like, you can kind of see where the cheekbones are, right? So lower layer has this kind of dark purple around where the chin is.
Okay.
Upper layer has this kind of pink that you can see where the cheeks are, but for the most part, it's this purple. So we just need to get the right shade, I guess, of the color. So is it on the red spectrum? Are you looking for?
I would say more on the kind of
orange.
Maybe orange, yeah.
Let's try that. So we're creeping into the orange, so you can see that. So that's probably a close orange without going into the green, no yellow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that in there, where it's like it's kind of a mix of like grayish and the darker tones. Like it still gives him some color a little bit, but you can tell like as a fire genasi, his skin is used. Obviously, he's on fire all the time, but like having the different elements of not just like the bright colors of fire, but also kind of the darker like kind of colors of ash a little bit, to kind of like his whole character is like the full representation of fire.
Okay.
I think that'd be kind of cool.
Okay, so I think that reddish orange for the top.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we darken the base.
Okay.
That kind of soot color.
Yeah, I love that.
What we can do here is once we get to the mid, we still keep it kind of dull, right?
Yeah.
And then what we can do here, and this is just a little wee bit of extra gimmicky. We can add in that ash color around the eyes, and then
Oh yeah.
what we do is we go back to the mix, and we get that. Oh no, we just got our regular one. Okay, hold on. Let's see, Earth Spirit. And then what we do is
Someone's calling me from Atlantic, North Carolina. What the heck? One sec.
All right, there we go. His face looks like hot coals. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the nature of it. So yeah, adding just those little shades over the eyes, and then we can even add some shades like on the cheeks. Just give him some of that blush. Maybe a bit too much blush there. Yeah, definitely don't want that much. And then just that little bit of like that earthy color. Right in that bottom. Oh no! Back mine. The gray kind of works. Blue highlight, and bring out the cheekbones. I think the Earth Spirit was the right way to go with that one. So there you go. While we darker highlights to thin the face, lighter to widen the face. Makeup 101. Oh, thank you. I had no idea about that. All right, while we're waiting, guys, let me know. Any questions RPG related? It can be any questions at all. It doesn't have to be about Scorch. It could be about your games. It could be about our views on particular topics, if you would like. Throw them out there. Let us know. These are my cyborg eyes. Let us know if you have any questions. He looks awesome. Oh, thank you. He is definitely coming together very nicely.
That was my pest control.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know why they were calling from, North Carolina, but they're like, hi, I'm with, Hawks Pest Security. You got fire? You got any kind of fire ants still bothering you? And I'm like, you know what? I am. And they're like, we'll be out there. And I'm like, okay.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, man. Woo.
That bubblegum color.
All right. What do we got here? I was gone for a second.
All right. I was just saying I really like this bubblegum flame thing that was going on there.
Oh, my God. It kind of looks cool. I'm not trying to be Princess Bubblegum, though.
Yes, that's very true. All right. Okay, so here's what we did. We went with the orange smoky ash skin. We added some.
Love that.
We added some orange blush, which you can kind of see on the cheeks there.
Okay.
But it's like the earthened color, so it darkens it up a bit.
Yeah.
And then what we did was we added in. You can see around the eyes. There's like this charcoal. That's just.
Yeah,
there,
that's perfect.
right. So it just deepens that and makes those eyes really stand out.
I saw someone in chat go makeup 101, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna listen to everything you say.
Yeah, I don't use makeup. This is au natural, as I'm pretty sure everyone with an HD cam has been able to see since I've started streaming.
Yeah, I throw on, I don't know anything about makeup, but I throw on like some SPF 45 or something like that. Call it good.
Yep, that's it. All right. So how do you feel about the skin tone? How do you feel about the hair, the eyebrows?
Honestly, I love it. Like the fire dreads for me are hot. Those are awesome.
Nice.
I love those.
Now he's got a scrunchie. What color do you want the scrunchie to be?
Ooh.
And the scrunchie is going to be tricky. Ooh, that kind of kicks.
That's a great question.
Yeah, because it's kind of in a weird spot too. So it's almost like it should be on fire.
Yeah, like the only way that unless I had like a fireproof scrunchie, but that's kind of cool though. Like a magma scrunchie. What could actually hold? Because I know Fire Genasy's flames are constantly going, but it's not always like, it's not always super hot. So if I had like some kind of scrunchie, I don't know if that would. Yeah, because there's not really a lot of materials in the world that are like, that can that are stretchy enough like a scrunchie, but also have like resistance
to fire,
like metal does. Yeah.
Well, I mean, keeping in mind, in a magic world, there's no reason why it shouldn't. Should be black and covered in soot from the flames was one suggestion from Weasel.
Ooh, that's kind of hot.
Okay.
Let me see that.
Okay, so I've got a color here which is called tar.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Okay, so what we do here is I'm gonna go into my mixer.
Yep.
Tar is a bottle color, meaning it's got this sheen to it. So what I can do is I can change up the material, change it to cloth, and take off that sheen. Or I can give it a metal color. Nah, I think no sheen. No sheen.
I think no sheen.
Yeah, nice and clothy. Yeah.
Yeah. That's dope.
Yeah, I think that's good.
God, this guy's cool looking.
He's coming out really nice. He's coming out real nice. Okay. All right. Well, I guess that brings us to the next question portion. I think we've now got a pretty decent upper half of the of this guy done. And to reiterate what we were talking about before about the sleeves, I think the sleeves with the ashen color look dope. I think
they look dope.
Yeah,
they do.
Straight up. I think they look dope. I think olive was the right way to go.
Same.
Okay. So next up, we're going to be talking about the lower body. And then we're going to be coming to the extremities of the hands and feet. Now, obviously, they're on fire only because I just thought it was hilarious, so I put them on fire. But we can have a look and we can play around with some stuff.
Okay.
All right. So I guess my next question here comes down to, actually, it's a short question first. Have you ever taken the seat of a GM before?
I have once. It was a very different experience because I am very. I told my players, I was like, yeah, I can try GMing, but it's gonna take me a while because I'm very I'm super duper meticulous. Where thinking stuff of on the fly is already I can roll with the punches, but when I love to go down to the first time I GM'd, I didn't know how in depth I had to be. So I kind of went a little overboard where I was like, I treated it I guess right now you can technically treat it as a one shot, but I had like the little quest I was going to send them on. I had one battle planned, but all the characters that they were planned to meet, or even side characters that they could technically interact with, I wrote a script for all of them. It was a lot. And so they were like, wow, this is super cool, you should GM all the time. And while it was fun, just me going overboard with that short little area, I was like, this is way too much work that I'm used to. And granted, that was when I was 17, but it's still I've never really gotten the chance to GM since then.
It's kind of an awakening, isn't it? When you kind of peeking behind the curtain and sort of seeing what the average GM goes through in order to make these games
it's
fun
a
and engaging.
lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, you've got so many different types of GMs, right? Like you've got characters like for example, Robert. Robert's, in my opinion, Robert is one of the best GMs I've ever played with. But Robert is, and not but just in general, Robert is a very deliberate GM, right? So Robert, when he makes his adventures and when he makes his campaigns, everything is kind of planned out. He's got like very, very rich and deep notes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whereas when I play with, say, Dread, another incredible GM, and again, one of my favorites, he is very free-flowing. He is a very, yes and GM. Not to say Robert isn't, but like, again, playing with Dread is there's always that, like that. Yeah. I'm sure Dread preps. Like, don't get me wrong, but at the same time,
100%.
If I found out
he's
Dread,
good at. He's much more of like a free-flowing kind of GM.
Yeah. But if I found out that Dread did no prep for a game that we were playing, that would not surprise me in the slightest. I'd be like, it's just like, Dread, how much time did you use to prep? 20 minutes.
Fine.
Like, that makes perfect sense. It's not a bad game.
Yeah.
It's just that's it. So and finding where your own feet lie is a journey in and of itself. So that was really cool. That's really cool. And the reason I bring this up, I bring this up is because my next question was, did you prefer, or would you prefer, the player seat or the GM seat, and if so, why?
Honestly, just for me, I prefer the player seat. Being the GM was like, obviously, like, it took a lot of prep work and determination, but like when I was the GM, watching my players enjoy the campaign that I made was worth it. 100%. But being a player and like being the kind of person that I am, I love doing different voices. I love being like transform myself into another character. Luckily I get to do that for a job. And I've always wanted to be a voice actor. So anytime that I get to experience like a new world or a new anything, new environment as somebody new, ironically, that I've named myself, narrator, and perfect for being a GM, right? But instead, I love being the player and being able to, have that, that time to act out everything, and like not know what's gonna happen if I, it's just like real life. You never know. Every action you take has, either rewards or consequences. So it's super cool to be able to like not know what's going to happen and then pretend to be somebody that maybe you've always wanted to be, or like maybe somebody who you haven't, and like step out of your comfort zone. So yeah, definitely being a player to me is more of a challenge and more fun, just in my eyes.
Nice. Yeah, no, nothing wrong with that. I mean, the thing is that GMing and playing is even though it's the same game, it's two whole separate things. And I never fault anyone for wanting to saying like, hey, I love being a player. I'm also one of those people. For me, GMing is a job. It's where I find my employment. And I'm very good at it because, and I love telling people this all the time. Like, the reason why I'm a good GM isn't because I'm a good GM. It's because I have fucked up more times than most people will try to play this game in their lifetime. Like that's it. If you've like, and it's really weird, and I feel like a jerk sometimes whenever I have conversations, and it's like, someone's trying to tell me about their problems, and I'm like, yep, been there, done that 12 times. Like, I think me and Rob,
I get it. It's fine.
It's like, no, I get that. It's like,
I've been there.
Yeah, like, listen, dude, you'll never understand, right? Like, one of my players, like one of the he brought in his girlfriend and then started dating the GM. It's like, yep. And seen it. It's like, yeah, but we then had to break up the whole group, and then he started GMing with her. Yeah, and let me guess, they invited everyone but the boyfriend. Now the boyfriend's at your door, like, wanting to kick your ass. Yeah. How'd you know? It's like, well, first of all, that's my girlfriend, and secondly, fuck you. No.
As a matter of fact.
No. It's the thing is there's only so many different problems people have in this sort of thing, and a lot of them are very common. But the thing is, we don't talk about it. There's no like D&D academy to go learn how to GM. right?
Yeah, there's really not. Like,
You just
I
kind of
had to learn from like forums and like when the internet was still up and coming, and like a couple people knew about it in my school, but like those were like the, you know, considered the unpopular people, and I'm like, man, whatever. But I want to learn, so I one of the reasons why I wasn't popular in high school, I went over and I'm like, how does this work? How do I shoot shit out of my hands? Like,
magic,
you know,
yes.
magic. And then a little thing that's super cool is that my thing grew to where you know, I started finding different books, and my mom actually after my parents got divorced, my mom went ahead and was like, she brought me over for like a family dinner with him once, and he has all this stuff in the attic. He's like, yeah, this is like my, you know, my buddies and these, and like, I didn't know what any of it was, but you seem like a nerdy kind of dude. Would you want any of this stuff? And I'm like, yeah, I'll take a look.
Playing it off like really cool, like, you know, just like
yeah. And he's I'm like, yeah, nerdy stuff. Of course I want nerdy stuff. But he has like the 2011 like Gary Gygax freaking Dungeons and Dragons Master Guide.
Nice.
Like, he had the freaking there's like the Monster Manual from freaking 2009. The freaking like in the Advanced #2 book. The freaking he's got that one,
dude.
He had all of these. He like this one, like freaking TSR presents Deities and Demons.
Yep.
Like there was, and like he had all this and like all these other books just like in his house, and he's like, I don't really know about that D&D stuff, and I'm like, I will take all of this off your hands. So I just have a shit ton of like older D&D books, and like, you know, all the cool stuff. So I was like, oh,
cool
dude,
stuff, man. No, that looks crazy cool. I mean, like, recently, so my missus got me into D&D, and when she did, her dad was who got her into the game, and recently, like, it's been ages since her dad's been playing or anything like that, which I'm like, you know, I mean, I am a professional GM, and they're like, yeah, we grew out of it, and I'm like, oh.
Like, oh.
And you know, I it's like, yeah, we grew, like, it's nothing worse than when your partner's parents said we grew out of the stuff you do for a living.
Yeah, and you're like, damn.
So what's
it like giving up on your dreams?
yeah. But I can't say that to them because, you know,
couldn't be me.
Yeah. So yeah, they gave me a bunch of those books as well, and I'm looking at them going like, man, this be old.
This be old.
Yeah. So
and you want this, and you just want to give it away for free?
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah.
Okay.
Sure, man. I'll take these off your hand. You know,
whatever works. I guess.
I guess I could look after these for you. All right, we have a question from chat. Let's do this. You ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Question from, saw it here. Don't lie to me, game. From Izrin is, have you ever played evil characters?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Share an evil story. Tell us about like something. Tell us about the character, then what made them evil.
Right. Okay. So there was
hold on. When... There's a maturity warning. Just FYI. Get that in right now.
Got it. Okay.
No, not for you. For the audience, right? So kids at home.
Oh, right.
You've been warned.
You meant for me. I was like, hold on, I have to think of another one.
No. This is. I'm warning my audience. I'm like, hey, look, if you are squeamish, if you are sensitive, if you are a young child, or if you are, I don't want to isolate my American audience by saying what I'm about to say next, but you know, like if you're one of those people and you know exactly the kind of people that I'm talking about, you know, take a walk, come back in 5. All right. Go ahead.
Oh man.
Go ahead.
So there was, okay. So one of them, I was playing a character where I was new to the party, right? I let everybody know right off the back that I was chaotic neutral. All right. I let everyone know. I'm in it for me. That's it. And I was a warlock. So I was like, just letting you know, warlocks are like the edgy freaking, oh, my backstory is so sad of like the D&D universe. So anyway,
do it for me, patron daddy. I need more eldritch blasts.
Oh my god.
Hey, look, this is what Dag looks like when there's a maturity warning in effect.
Anyway, yes, right. So what I did with this warlock, right? A lot of things happened during our campaign. I'll keep it like Spark, no T kind of version. But I let everyone know, hey, I'm in it for me. They're like, fine. We partied up. We went on a whole bunch of crazy shit. But during the adventure, like one of the later adventures we had, my teammates were like, literally, like I told them what my goal was. So I was like, I'll help you until I can find my goal. That's it. And then I found out, thanks to what was going on, my GM was like, hey, now here's the part of the story. That guy that you've been searching for, the reason you became, submissive to your your warlock god daddy in the sky? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, so that's the king that your party has been going on quests for. Like he's the dude. And I went, huh, interesting. So there was a whole debacle. We went back, turned, like we were quote unquote turning in the quest that we did for the king, except for going in there, I realized that obviously he was the guy that started my whole campaign, my whole journey. And so I started making a scene in the middle of the courtroom, and obviously the party was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, deep in roleplay, and I'm like, no, you're the one. So what had happened was eventually we got into like this huge argument. A fight started between me and the king. The Royals guardsmen were coming in, and so my party was like, obviously trying to figure out they're going to defend me or if they're going to go with the king. They defended me, but they were getting wiped. Like guards were coming in left and right. A lot of people were going crazy. Like court magicians were coming in by the king command, and my party was like on their last legs, right? Like some of them were downed. One of them was like, you can't, looked at me because I got to the king, and I was about to just straight up kill him. And my party was like, I think it was the wizard was one of the last guys up, the wizard and the cleric, and they were like, hey, if you go down this path, we will stop you. Like we can't have you just kill a king. You know what I mean? And as I was doing that, I was like, you can absolutely try, but if you guarantee that you are going to stop me, then I will not hold back against any of you. And while they were casting Revivify on the party, I counterspelled their Revivify to make sure the rest of my party stayed dead. Like they failed their save rolls and they died.
Oh.
And I'm like, I'm killing the king and you can't stop me. And they're like, what is happening? And I'm just sitting there like, oh, it's over. So I literally made sure that my other players at the table's characters died for the sake of my roleplay experience.
You know what? Here's the thing. Let's start with some of the basics here. First of all, that was a dog but clutch move, right? Like
yeah, it was.
Like yeah. We're not gonna sugarcoat it.
I let everyone know at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
And it for me.
yeah. And the thing is like, here's the thing. It's that is what I'd like to call consensual to a degree, right? Like like they set the ultimatum, not you. That's the important thing. It wasn't just out of the blue, like, hey, I'm gonna kill all you guys, and then just death, right? And I think that's an important distinction to make when you look at that, is You
Yeah.
could have very much just not said anything about your intentions, not communicated to your group, and then just turned around and been like, cool, you're dead.
You're dead. Yeah.
Right?
No, I
But
gave
that's
them
not what
the
happened.
choice.
Yeah, exactly. There was the choice, there was that made, and they chose to not stand by you, which of course puts you in that position, and that for me is consensual. They've made a choice. They've had that choice.
Thank you. They did not see it that way afterward.
No, I don't imagine they did. Because, and here's where the dog move comes in. There is an unspoken rule that I don't believe in, right? Which is counterspell does not go on healing spells or revive spells. And don't ask me why or who came up with that dumbass rule, because I do not follow it, right?
Our
thus far have
GM
never
did not either.
Yeah, I have.
He watched it happen and was like, "I'll allow it," and everyone's like,
Yeah.
He pulled out character sheets and gave it to him.
Nice.
Like, make another one.
I love this out of this GM. For me, 100%. And I want my players, because I know some of them are in chat right now. If you ever get the opportunity, and I want you to know this, if I have counterspell and you cast a healing spell to stop you from dying, and my villain has counterspell, guarantee that spell ain't going off. I'm just gonna go, bam, no healing for you. And then I'm gonna whoop your ass, because that's, if the character is smart enough to use spells, in my mind, they're smart enough to do that. But that is very cool, and that is definitely a sign of, one, what I'd like to say, good role play, and two, I'd like to say that that it wasn't just selfish or self-involved roleplay, and that's the important thing. It included the world that the GM had made. It included the idea that the GM wanted you to engage in some way, shape, or form with this whole evil king villain type thing, and the fact that you did is for me just that sign that okay, cool, he's following what the GM suggested, he's kind of following this whole thing, and you've played a move that honestly was just really clever. It's not like you were the one who had initially killed them all. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
And that's the thing. It's like, no, you were dead before this happened. I just prevented you from coming back. You should have already been dealing with the loss of your characters through whatever thing has just happened to get you killed. Right? So that has nothing to do with you. All you did was take that. We don't have to deal with this consequence because we have the healing spell, and go, no, deal with that consequence. Which for me is not poor etiquette, but very good, very, very good use of an evil character there. I like that. I mean, people who've seen me know I play evil characters. Actually, no. To be honest, I don't know if I've played an evil character before. I think probably the most evil character I played was a Descent into Avernus character, where we had to be evil to go to hell for the purposes of the game.
Got it.
It was actually on the official D&D channel. We were promoting the game. Cool. And I was representing Australia. Yeah.
Nice.
I played a dragonborn named Yormund Gale, who was like a ship captain who worked for a tyrannical government and stuff like that. But he was very military, so he was very loyal to his troop and to the people who he had in his squad and stuff like that. But he never questioned orders. He was like, no, if you want me to, if my kingdom wants me to murder this village, I don't give a damn who's in that village. That village is burning, and that was what he was. But when we ended up in hell, and he's like, no, I need to get back to my kingdom. He's like, you're coming with me. We're gonna, we're taking hell by storm. And that was kind of his nature. So even then, he was an evil character in the sense of like, he had no empathy towards things, but he wasn't like, I don't think I've ever played someone who's just like evil. Mostly I play anti-heroes.
Yeah.
That's
same.
I don't think I've ever played a truly evil character.
No.
Weasel says, have you considered naming this guy Fieri?
God damn it. I knew that was gonna come up. No, he's not gonna be Guy Fieri.
Clown Goddess says, he a thick boy?
He is the complete not the complete, but he is definitely the opposite of his brother, where like he essentially has the brother or the body, sorry, that his brother wish he had. It's kind of like the essence of like duality, like my brother is very scrawny and weak and he can't leave anywhere, he can't go anywhere, but then like I am the older brother that had like, I went for sports when I was younger, so I was like athletic and my body is stronger and stuff like that. But now I'm using, now I'm enjoying my love for cooking to hopefully, it's a whole deal. He do be thick, to answer your question in a shorter way. He do be thick.
He do be thick. Let's see. All right. So, actually, one last question before we keep moving on with the mini. Narrator, would you GM again if you were given the chance?
I think if I had enough time to prepare, and like actually had like a lot of free time, I think I might try GMing again. I mean, there's no harm in it. Worst case scenario might, I mess up on a couple things, and then my characters tell me that like, oh well, XYZ, maybe you couldn't do that, and I'm like, oh, whatever. So, I mean, yeah, I'd feel like I could definitely probably GM again. It would just have to be, I'd have to figure out who it would be with and then when,
Yeah, I think you
hardest part.
Yeah, you definitely need the right people, I think, to be in particular,
100%.
especially particular games, this is actually what for me, what comes down to why I think you and I have played so well. There are certain people who there's no explanation as to why they work so well. It could be like, me and Narrator never met when we did Maximum Apocalypse. We met through a mutual friend of ours because we both did work with the Mercs of Mischief, and they are the ones who handshaked and introduced us. It could have been awful, could have been complete disaster, but when we started role playing, it was like, Narrator is definitely someone who I would have at my house table. Like, I would invite to my home to play just a game, and that was literally it. That was like, we're both busy, we're both streamers, we both do our things, we don't really get to cross over too often, but that's kind of the people you look for when you want to GM, especially if you're starting out GMing. You want to find those people who you're like, it doesn't matter what you play, it doesn't matter what the game is, it doesn't matter what system we're using, we're gonna have a good time, we're gonna have a great time. And so I hope you find that, and I hope you do get a chance to tell a story that is important to you and that you kind of work on, because I think it'd be cool. I'd be very interested to hear if you do, and what that story looked like.
It'll be pretty cool.
Izerin says, my party is straight baddies. They start at level 1. 2 Princess Drow born and changeling poses as a second boy for 4 decades. Yanti Abomination obsessed with eating people, and a Minotaur and a young vampire girl. Twin sister died around level 3. Jesus, yeah.
Dear God.
That's a party.
They're level 3. They've gone through a lot.
Yeah, right. It's like, oh my God, yeah, that's a whole thing. It's like you come back, it's like, are you 60 years old? No, we're level 3. We've both seen some shit.
Guys having a good time, and your sister's dead.
Yep, and she's gone.
Yeah, put that into a mutual king. You got the antidote for, and she's gone.
Okay, now we're heading into Strahd's castle. We're opening the door. We're walking through, and they're gone. Wait, what?
And they're gone. Huh?
Yeah, your characters, all of them, they're gone.
Like dimension door gone, or like teleport gone? No, they're just gone.
It's just gone. Yes. No, amazing. I actually have a game on my channel called Minion Quest. I haven't uploaded season 2, and it's been over 2 years, and I keep getting embarrassed, which is why I haven't uploaded the second season, because I'm like, it's been too late, I'm in too deep. But season 1 was actually about a bunch of minions from a dungeon who went out to try and find a hero who had broken into their dungeon. But the thing is the people of this like tiny village had never seen monsters before and didn't understand what villains were. So they rocked up and they're like, we're gonna steal some cabbages. And they're like, oh, you poor thing. Here, have some more cabbages. And they're
Have
like,
some
what?
cabbages, and
Oh,
you're like,
yeah.
what?
And then they went into town. They're like, we're here to find these people. It's like, oh, well, he should be here soon. Here, pull up a chair. You're new to town. Have some soup. And they're like,
what is happening? This is going way too. This is going way too smoothly.
And it was like, it was like one of them was a poisonous grung, so it was like a frog person. One of them was like a manticore, like a humanoid manticore with like spiked quills. One was a literal banshee, like a ghost freaking Ure type thing. And they're just like, oh, you're thin as anything. I could see right through you. Here, have more chicken. You know,
have more chicken. And they're like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, and it was great. And they actually eventually loved this town and then became the town's heroes. Because the hero was actually kind of the villain. Like that was the whole big shtick. So he was like,
that's funny.
Yeah, he was like, I've come to just murder all the bad things. And when they came,
and they're like, there are friends actually.
Yeah, that's what happened. The whole town actually came out and tried to protect the PCs from the hero who was just there to slay them. And it was like they would.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, this whole town has been corrupted. I will kill you all in the name of goodness and righteousness. And yeah, it was a whole thing.
Meanwhile, we're like, so the roles have reversed.
Yes, yeah, it was really cool. It was adorable and it was amazing. Yeah, because they just wanted to they loved everything that was happening and they just wanted it to keep going.
That's awesome.
I miss that team. It was a great team. All right, so we've looked at the upper body a little bit. I've been playing around, as you can probably see. I've made a little smoky footstep thing.
Yeah, dope.
Which I kind of like. So it's like these kind of like cool little burn marks.
Yeah, that's
right. Yeah.
That's super cool.
So let's talk pants. Pants. What do you see as your pant attire? Like I went with the apron because apron.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm down for that. I'm kind of digging it, to be honest.
Yeah. I kind of try to keep with some of the colors that we had already. So I like with the red vest, I kind of kept with the red pants there.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of went with the same olive that we had for the sleeves. I kind of used for the apron. I went with the black little bit in the pouch in the front. I don't know how I feel about it, but that's kind of like the only thing I was like, I know, because I know you mentioned you wanted blacks, reds, and black, red, and gold kind of as the main.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a like, it is a dark, obviously it's black, it's a dark color, but like it kind of pops like that. I don't know how well red would, like the reddish for like from like my vest would work on that apron, but
well, let's have a look. That's okay. I like that.
I kind of dig that.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all.
I don't hate that at all. Huh.
Okay, that's kind of neat. Okay. I've also added in the towel, but I've added in blue because that I think would just fade away and you wouldn't really see what it is unless you made it something that was contrasting, you know.
Actually, I think that'd be kind of cool if like that towel was like a cooling towel, like because I work on like the grill and like so much. If I could have like a rag, like a sweat rag, yeah,
that'd be kind of cool. Let's make that a lighter blue then. I like that, like a lot cleaner looking.
Yeah,
that could be kind of cool. Also, Laura Bones is going to bed. Good night, Laura. We love you.
Good night.
Laura was actually one of my first followers. 30 some odd months ago now. I feel like it's more than that, but yeah, big love on Laura. Okay. Clown Goddess, hear me out. No pants.
No pants.
Oh, they didn't give me a straw.
Well, that's because you gotta neck it.
What? No, I can't neck it.
It's a milkshake. How am I supposed to neck a milkshake?
With effort.
What
you gotta relax the throat and cup the balls.
What I'm hearing is you're not trying hard enough.
Right. No pants. Censored with no pants.
Oh my god. Yeah, we'll
oh, those buns.
Put the pants back on. Oh, I thought they would. Oh, they really didn't give me a freaking straw.
Hey, I got a question for you though.
I have
Does
an answer.
Uber leave your food like next to the door so that you have to knock over your food to get it?
What's up?
Okay, so Uber in Australia, right? I find that this
Okay.
happens all the time at my place. What did I walk into? No pants, clearly. Is they put my Uber order in front of my door. So in order to open my door, I have to open it outwards, right?
Okay.
And I have to always hit my food in order to get my food.
Oh, see, my door swings inward, so I don't have that problem.
But why?
But they always do like leave it on like the very front of the door.
Yeah, but why? So wait, your doors swing inwards. I knew that our toilets were backwards, but I didn't realize our doors were too.
Yeah, like my front door, like
Like you pull it in.
turn and you push in.
Yeah, but you then got a security door as well, right? That pushes that way.
No,
Oh, we have like security doors.
I just have a dual lock on the front door.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we have security doors. So we've got like a regular door that pulls inwards, and then we've got a
Yeah.
security door on the other side that pushes outwards.
Oh,
So
like the
if there's-
screen doors, like
yeah. So if there's a bad dude on the other
Okay.
side, they don't kick the door in. We just go, oh, doosh, fuck you.
Yeah, there's definitely like some place, like it's more common in like townhouses or like apartment complexes here that they have like that dual screen kind of safety door. But for like normal-ish houses, you usually never find that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So that's
Nemo's like, you guys have doors.
You guys have doors?
Doors, a luxury. Back in my house, we used to live in cardboard box. Yeah, no.
Right. What do you mean that's not a common thing? The house I grew up in had the door that swing inward. My grandma's house swung inward. Like what?
Yeah, look, most.
Maybe you're living in a weird area.
Look, most doors swing. Actually, if Weasel lives in Singapore, then most likely they've got either a door that's actually behind what looks to be like literally a zoo bar, right? Like a thing that you would have to keep like freaking wild animals at bay. You would then go out, you would then slide it open, and then you would then go in, and then you could get access to the front door, and then you could slide it closed.
That's so many steps. Like,
Yeah. Oh man.
why?
Like, yeah, it was a whole thing. And because I mean, I'm not sure if Weasel knows this, but my family's actually from Singapore, and Malaysia, and so that was the way it had. Like, so when I lived in Singapore, we had the one door. When we had when I lived in Malaysia and and other places, yeah, it was literally like, because that's actually where you took off your shoes. Like, there was like a little tiny little like outside area that you took off your shoes.
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
And it was sealed off by this big like metal thing, big metal like cage type thing, so people couldn't steal your shoes basically. And then you weren't quite in your house, but you were, yeah. Germany has no
Interesting.
doors. Why would you need doors? To close it and get some rest? Bah, go back to work.
Ugh, go back to work.
Oh man, you have no idea. Like so a friend of mine, sorry, just a tangent here on Germany. A friend of mine from Germany came to visit me in Perth, and we went to the zoo, and all the tables were full where people were eating, so we went to go sit in the grass. And one of the funniest things is how much of a stickler the Germans are for rules. They basically turned around and said, they turned around and they said, "We cannot sit here." And I said, "Yeah, we can. But there's no sign saying we can sit here." It's like, there's no sign saying we can't. But these are not the rules. I'm like, yeah, but, look, other people are sitting here. But yes, but they might not know the rules. I was like,
Oh, no.
it was great.
100%. Like, because I lived in Germany for 4 years, and like, whenever we would go out to like Nuremberg or something like that, everybody there was like, oh yeah, follow the rules. And I'm like, I just got here. I don't know what's I just want to eat. Like, but like everything
rules?
had a perfect system. Like, you had to follow it. And then of course, I mean, I get it because like, unlike, I mean, the bullseye there are just terrifying. Because like legally, they have every single right to like, even if you just be like, if they give you like a weird order and you say no, like in any way, they have every legal right to take out batons and just beat the shit out of you.
Oh, yeah. No, look,
And I'm like,
look,
okay.
I absolutely appreciate it though. It was just very, very funny because comparatively, the Australians are just like so chill. Like
Yeah.
we actually
I
get
will
we like rather than the rules, we get more upset if you ask us what the rules are. Because basically,
Yeah.
if you don't know, then just use your brain. Use your brain, mate. Like just figure it out. Like
I will admit though, like even though they're like, like just in my opinion, like because from what I experienced in Germany, they are like kind of stickler for rules, but like Germans are definitely like one of the more like nicest, like more open people that I've ever met. Like especially if you like me being there, I was always asking questions like, obviously maybe they saw me as like a dumb tourist, I don't know, but they're like, oh, you're American, how's it going? Like I would always ask them a lot of questions about like their culture and like where to go, and like every time I went to a bar they loved me. So I mean, like, and then no matter where we went, it was always fun. But yeah, I was stationed in Vilsik, Germany, and we went to the city of Nuremberg for a lot. And there was like one shop in particular that was like a comic book store. It was like 3 levels, and it had a stairway that like went up and down in the center of it. And like you walked in on the street level, and it was like anime and everything. You would go up the spiral staircase to like nothing but comic books, a whole level of comic books, and then down below, it was everything D&D and LARP related. So they had full-blown like real metal outfits and costumes. They had like LARP swords, freaking LARP staffs. They had D&D galore. Just like they had full-blown like 3D printed dragons hanging from the ceiling you can get for D&D games. I was like, dude, y'all know how to party down here. But like this is actually a picture of my 2 buddies, Chris and Casey. This was one of the spots that was down there. So like you can see we were just trying on helmets and everything, and like the suit of armor and everything in the back, the chandelier. And I'm like, bro, it was a treat.
Man, that is so cool. That's
awesome. It was just such a good store.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. Nemo asks, if you don't mind sharing, where in Germany did you live while you were there?
I was in Vilsek.
Vilsek.
I was in a small army base in Vilsek, Germany. It was near like Grafenwehr, and like the southern part of Germany. And yeah, and then before anybody else, if they do ask, no, I don't know any German. I literally we went out with everybody else. We would walk out and go, hey, sprechen Sie English? And they're like, yeah, we speak English. And I'm like, sick. Where are the bars?
I actually thought once that it would actually be a really good idea if I learned how to say, do you speak English in like a bunch of different languages. But then I realized, if I really want the answer to that, I could just ask them, hey, do you speak English? I'll find out very quickly if they do.
Yeah.
But yeah. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. That's a cool one. We got into this from doors, I feel. Also,
exactly. Like
like I said, this is a show filled with tangents.
It's a tangent.
Tangent
show.
Welcome in to Malakisa, who raided in with their party. Welcome in. My name is Michael, Dead Aussie Gamer. We're making some Heroforge minis with our favorite narrator, your favorite narrator.
Oh yeah.
And we are making Scorch, the fire genasi grill chef, who is looking freaking.
He's looking fresh.
Yeah.
Looking fresh, looking hot. No pun intended.
Oh yeah. All right. So let's. So we've had a look at the pants. We like the pants. How do we feel about the shoes? Now I went with these just because you're a Texas boy. And I was like, there ain't no way narrator ain't gonna like no tall.
I was about to say, I actually love the boots. Like the little bit of sheen on them, as to kind of like, give it a little bit of pop of color. But as a grill master, if it was like, I'm constantly walking. Sometimes I gotta, carry in some stuff on the barbecue and all that stuff. But having boots is definitely more like a is a staple from where I'm at. So I think that fits pretty well.
All right.
100%.
Very nice. All right. So I guess our next and probably final extremity for this character are the hands. Now I took off the flames on the feet because I was like, flames on the feet might be a little
little much.
Right? But But I thought the smoke worked out kind of well. I might move the
It's
big ones
perfect.
at the back there because I like the
Yeah.
toes, but I'm not over. I might place them like a little differently later. But we'll
Yeah.
talk about poses in a minute. Hands, however, hands are on fire. We can obviously keep them on fire, but for the time being, let's remove the flames so that we can see what we've got for gloves. Now, here's one of the weaknesses I think when it comes to Heroforge. When you increase the size of your character's musculature, the sucky thing is that the hands themselves don't increase.
Got it.
See, like, no matter what you do, how big
The hands themselves don't. Yeah. So if you were to put, because he's a bigger guy, if you were to put gloves on him, you kind of have to make it so the gloves are like not really poofy, but they do add a little bit of, like mass.
Exactly.
So that way it doesn't look like I have baby hands.
Yeah, basically, in a nutshell.
Gotcha.
And
Gotcha.
there are a couple of ways to do this pretty easily. The first is there are monster hands. So monster hands add a little bit of weight to it, so you can see they're just a little bit bigger, still a bit tiny. You've then got the bigger plate mail hands.
The huge, the claymore hands.
Yeah, you've definitely got bigger hands and stuff like that. These help a little, but not a great deal, I find.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, again, big mittens, for example, or anything that actually covers the hands, works pretty neatly.
I would definitely, for him, I would definitely say, like, if we could find something that, like, even, like something that is like could probably add a little bit of mass, but like they don't necessarily have to not cover the fingers at all, but like I still need to make sure for this guy that he's still like, if he is wearing like big bulky gloves, then it's gonna be hard for him to grill. So we gotta find something, I would say, that is like a little bit of both, like best of both worlds.
Yeah, these ones are all right. I've always felt
those
like these
ones are
have kind of a
alright.
Mickey Mouse vibe to them.
Kinda, yeah.
These are the fingerless gloves.
Fingerless gloves. You can tell he's a gamer.
Yep. These are the message boards. There were some football gloves that I always see. Are they these ones? No, they're not them ones. Yeah, there we go. These ones.
Oh, those are actually kind of nice.
Yeah, I think these. Yeah, these are the football player ones. Those
Okay.
are the ones that actually look, decent. They add a little bit of weight. I probably wouldn't wear fur around flames.
Yeah, probably not a grand idea, to be honest.
Now the other thing we can do here is if we go with the football gloves, is we can actually look at potentially having those flaming hands back.
Yeah.
So we don't even need both arms to be flaming, for example. And this is something very cool, right? So one is you can always have one flaming hand, two flaming hands.
Ooh.
Flaming arms.
Oh my god.
But I think
All
that's
on
like
fire.
that kind of more looks like you've fucked up somewhere and you're just on fire.
Yeah. I think. What do you think about just like the fire on the offhand? Like that could be the hand that I like if I need to raise or lower temperatures of the grill with, because then I'm using the spatula as more like delicate.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I like that. I think that works well.
that'd be
We
kinda
could even
cool.
look at giving you some magic here.
Whoa.
I mean, there's a bunch of different magic that we can utilize. Again,
wow.
we can pose and do things here, but like
Oh yeah.
like we can do a bunch of stuff there. Yeah, that one's kind of a cool one. Like
Ooh,
with the
that's kind of a
flames.
cool one.
We could have
Yeah.
like the like kind of rocks and stuff like that coming out of it.
Ooh, like coal?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So let's have a look at what that would look like if we go here. Let's add. Okay, so let's add flames, which rise up to these kind of yellow points. And then let's add some charcoal.
Whoa. Whoa. That's crazy looking.
We can do something like that, which kind of looks cool. Oops. Nope, didn't mean to do that. We could also look at fire from. Yeah, I think if we make the, I mean, look, this probably won't be the pose, but like, if we.
Like him like holding the fire.
Yeah, and we can actually move that fire.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can move that flame pretty easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of stuff we can do there.
Oh wow, yeah, you really can do a lot.
Or if you, I mean, what weapon do you use for this character, if any?
So I think we just decided on like a butcher's axe kind of deal.
All right.
Just for like a main weapon. But for the most part, he's like, either a butcher's axe or he's flames.
So what we can do here is.
Oh, that looks freaking sick, actually.
Oh, wait for it.
Like the fire coming off of it. Oh my god. Look at this thing.
And then we can absolutely.
Oh, dude. This is sick looking.
Yeah, we can absolutely play around with that. And then have that. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, we can play around with.
Yeah, there's a lot you can do with that.
Oh yeah. And now we can even just turn that whole glove into just this flaming hand.
Golly.
What do you think? Flaming cleaver?
I think the flaming cleaver looks sick. And like it looks like we used heat metal on it.
Yeah, because you have that as a thing with Quincy's character.
Yep.
All right. Well, do you wanna have? Okay, so we'll have the cleaver. Do you wanna have a flame on the actual cleaver itself, or do you wanna have?
I think a flame on the cleaver would be actually really cool.
The big one or the little one?
I think the big one would be good. I think if it's all, because it's all kind of brightish red in that, I think if we can add like maybe some black in there somewhere, kind of like smoke or like.
Well, there's no
we can
reason
make it
why we shouldn't.
somewhere.
Okay, so let's. So I think what we could do here is make that. What do you think?
Let's see. I don't know. What do you think? I think if we can find like somehow get it to where like that cleaver still has kind of the silverish color, but still like the visual, like it's hard to explain because I know normal meat cleavers have like that silverish hit to it, but like if we can somehow make it a little like that color, but then a little redder, like a little like it's in the process of heating.
I got you, fam.
I think that would be like. I think that would be pretty sick.
All right.
So that way you can still see like the color of the, like a little bit of the a little bit of the color of the cleaver, but then it's starting to heat up from the heat. Yeah, something like that. And maybe even like, I don't know. What do you think about the bottom? Do you think we should have the bottom like still kind of silver, or should we want it to like the blackish red on the bottom?
I think we can make it a darker silver.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I think getting to that kind of color is kind of where it's at.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I think that red kind of works a little bit better.
Okay.
And then maybe swap that around so that that's the red, and then the extremities are the.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so that kind of fits.
Yeah. Damn, I like that.
Yeah. All right.
That's pretty cool looking.
So that's kind of working. Okay. So, and then what about the color of the glove? I mean, obviously that glove we've set on fire.
Yeah, that glove is on fire. That's a great question. Do you want it to be more of the like matches aesthetic wise with like the darkers and the tans, or
Look,
do we want to?
This is for you, my dude. So if you want a Michael Jackson white glove, you can have it. But you know,
I think it'd be definitely more with like the colors that if the glove can match like kind of the leathery aesthetic that he's rocking with like a little bit of the red hues somewhere in it. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Okay, I think maybe the red hues there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like good for accent pieces. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the browns, and then maybe olive and then brown for that.
Yeah, for the inner. Yeah, I think that'd be good because that'll be like the safer part of the glove.
Yeah, and then maybe.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that works out well. And then let's get that gold back in a little with the spatula.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Dang.
All right. I also gave you a little cooking knife.
A little cooking knife. Perfect.
I just thought that would suit, because originally I had a tiny little bag there, which I thought was all right, but.
But yeah, definitely having the little cooking knife there is in my opinion, I think it's perfect. Plus that nice little like wooden accent color is like perfect. It's a little bit different from the olive color, but it's like just perfect enough to where it stands out. But it blends in with it. It's very nice.
All right, I think
that's dope.
I think we've got the general shape. So now we're gonna play around with the poses after we answer a couple of questions, and then we should be done in about 15-20 minutes if that's all still good with you, narrator.
Yep.
Sure.
For me.
All right. Let's have a look. Do we have any questions here? Like he said, it's a shack with a bunch of trash cans. Important to separate your trash. We're talking about houses still. All right, let's catch up. Wow, I fell far behind. I fell so far behind. I'm so sorry. We got enraptured. Let's see. Well, actually, fun fact: trash, the word in Australia is actually quite offensive. Like, it's one of those things that, yeah, because one of the things is I work at my local youth center, and we had a big meeting on how trash is now becoming a slur, as it were, as like a really bad word that we need to keep an eye on and stop kids from doing it.
Oh,
But yeah, sorry, my auto mod is being
Interesting.
mean. I'm sorry. I'm on it. Avarian, nice to see you. Let's see, do we have any other questions? Just got done face palming while my player's choice in game run. How about you? Yep, there we go. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, RPG wise or otherwise, throw them in chat. My next question for your favorite narrator. Let's see. I think my next question is a really is one obviously that's going to be very player based, and that is, I guess, without sounding too egotistical.
Okay.
Have you ever felt like being on a table as a professional entertainer, actor, role player, voice talent? Do you ever feel as though you are being compared to, or you are comparing yourself to members of your table that aren't necessarily in that field or aren't necessarily quote unquote as role play heavy? Do you ever feel like maybe that's something that you see when you go to a game table?
In my personal experience, not really. Whenever I go to like a D&D table or like even just to a party out in public, I don't really like, to me it's more about like, do I vibe with these people or not? Whether or not I'm good at voice acting or whatever, or they're good at GMing or voice acting or whatever. As long as they're cool people, I mean, it doesn't really bother me, or it doesn't really matter. If I vibe with the people at the table, famous or not, if I vibe with you, then it's just super fun to be there, to be honest.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's definitely and to me, like, even like for me when I started YouTube, I was like, I never wanted to be the kind of person that's like, no matter how big or small I got, I never wanted to be the guy that's like, oh, you only have so many subscribers, why would I play with you? Like, that's so dumb to me. That's so dumb. So I just enjoy meeting new people, and if I can do that playing a game that I also really love, then it's like the best of both worlds.
Amazing. I love that. All right. So we're now learning one of the techniques that I have for dealing with like complex characters. Now, let's see if we can make this work.
Dang.
Okay. So now what I need to do is I have to.
Dude, that guy's cool looking. You got the rats on the bottom.
Oh yeah, he looks amazing. But watch what we can do when we go in. Oh no, damn it. I did that wrong. I goofed.
He done goofed.
What have I done? Oh god, I've big goofed. Hang on, I need to reload. Reload. Abort. Dag has broken the matrix. This is why saving is also very important. Always save. An African or a European? What is the mean airspeed of an unladen swallow? Depends how strong my pitching game is.
Did you know my superpower is flight? Really? Yeah, how far can you fly? How far can you throw me? The goblin asked the barbarian.
Nice. All right, so here's something you can do. You can import characters to scenes. So in this particular instance, we are going to import species.
Okay.
The outfit. The decals. Color. And the paints. And then what we're going to do is we're going to accept that.
Mm.
And then we are going to reduce the amount of arms you've got. We're going to give you back that flaming arm here.
Uh-huh.
And then what we can do is we can get that arm bent the right way because we're not dealing with multiple arms anymore.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sounds like you guys need to watch Monty Python and the Holy Grail. These snozzberries taste like snozzberries.
All right. So there we go. What type of character is this? This is a. Actually, do you want to describe this character, narrator?
He's looking like an apocalyptic chef.
He's getting there.
He's definitely going to town right now.
All right. All right. So let's just add a couple things here. So this. So again, pro tip with this is if you want to make, if you want to play around with character ideas, you can play around with poses in this kind of way. And then what we do is we can be like, hey, how do we feel about this? So basically with this mini in particular, what we can do is we can have you looking completely freaking manic. We can have you on the grill. Spatula. Right? And, I mean, we will obviously need to adjust some of the colors again, which is fine.
Yeah, just some of this. Yeah.
But how do you feel about that? We're probably also going to get rid of the rats that are running around underneath you.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, no. There we go. Yeah, let's get rid of those rats real quick. Now, there's a dude under there. Just so
I was about to say, is this the only grill that is in existence? Because there was a human being under this, straight up holding my grill up.
Straight up holding your grill up. Look, if you don't look too deep at it, it's a pretty decent grill. Let's see. Maybe there's a. Hold on. I think I got something. All right, if I add that to the base, no, that's too small. I need bigger.
My grill got hazard symbols.
It's fine. What's a health hazard code between friends?
Oh man.
Why are these so much tinier than I remember? Okay, look, I'm not gonna lie. You're just gonna if you want the grill, you're gonna get a dude under there.
Honestly, if the dude is gonna be my grill, I'd honestly go back to the friggin' holding the spatula and the eggs.
All right.
The grill's cool because I'm a grill master, but if I got a dude as my grill, if I have like half a Warforged as my grill,
you're never gonna not see that. All right. Let's see. Are there any other?
Like half a Warforged body, like just walking my grill.
Well, that could be a whole thing. Yeah, the Chernobyl grill. Chernobyl, as we like to call it.
Chernobyl. I can't.
Yes, it uses uranium-267 to
Oh.
All right. I think that was the most interesting. I think that was the most interesting chef character model here. Because, like I said, one of the cool things is now that there's the community page, you can do exactly that. Find a couple of really cool poses and be like, yeah, let's borrow that. And that is the actual stove. I'm like,
yeah,
we're checking
100%. Oh my gosh.
But we can do better. We can go better. Let's open up our let's open up our grill guy here. There he is. All right.
Yeah, there he is.
Okay. So let's talk. I use this for Vampire the Masquerade sometimes. Reminds me of a Sabbat gargoyle. Oh yeah, I can see that.
Ooh.
Do you
I
like
can see
Vampire
it.
the Masquerade? All right, hold on. I want to guess. You like the Gangrel or the Bruyere?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you want to take a guess at what faction I'm?
Who is your faction?
Malkavians.
Who is it? Okay.
I love me some Malkavians. Only because the Camarilla aren't a thing anymore, and I hate the Giovanni.
Okay.
And I also don't mind the Zemitzi.
Really?
I don't mind them. Like if someone
Okay.
if someone would have handed me a character sheet and it was a Zemitzi, I wouldn't be angry.
You wouldn't be upset. You'd be like, all right.
Yeah. You know, I don't think they get enough.
Okay.
I don't think they get enough playtime. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, they're kind of the underline. Yeah, okay, no, I get it.
That's all. I mean, it's you know, I think that's why I like them, because I think a lot of people tend to just kind of poo-poo them, and it's like, ew, no, they're gross. And I'm like, you know, and I don't want to show the picture of this, but I want to tell you about this. There is an art exhibit of a literal human body that is in the middle of a run, and every stage of that run, layers of its body have been dissected. So it starts out with like a skeleton, and then you've got like the nervous system, and then you got the muscles, and then you've got the skin. And it's actually in a museum somewhere of this thing. And that was because I was thinking about like how Zemitzi view art, because art is about the whole body thing and necromancy and all that other creepy stuff. But I was like, you know what? There's actually some pretty interesting like angles you could look at in terms of like how to make art with flesh without like sort of becoming like full blown
psychopathic.
Yeah. Like, you know, like who says I have to kill people for this to happen?
Right?
Like people volunteer, or you know,
I
like,
made the veins out of sugar.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. This mini just took a dark turn. He did take a dark turn. Okay. Lots of people talking about the human legs on the grill. Chef Bloodstain. It's definitely yes, new definition to street food, because you literally take the grill down on the street with you. We might meet on Discord somewhere. It's a small Discord community. Yay. Kai plays as Malkavian as well. Yeah, Malks are fun. My claim to fame in Vampire the Masquerade was a Malkavian who divined the future by having baths with like 1 million rubber ducks, and then based on like the number of the rubber duck that you pulled out of his bath water, it would tell you your future. Which made it very awkward, because the prince of the city would visit him to find out what the future was, because his predictions were usually pretty accurate.
And he's just taking a bath.
Yeah, and he's in like a shitty apartment, like, you know, kind of one of the things you'd have when you still got like crushed by student loans and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
you would think like if the the higher ups were seeing him, maybe he'd be in like a little bit better of a place. Like,
yeah, no, at
least a bigger bath.
Yeah,
eventually, come on,
his bath. And, you know, it has to be his bath water, and no one knows the rules that it stipulates, but there's a bunch of them. But it's always really funny because, okay, so first of all, he arrived by limousine, which I thought was hilarious, right? Outside this really shit, like, you know, like apartment building complex. He went up, and the first rule is you can't wear shoes. So he takes off his shoes, like these freaking luxury shoes, and you know, like steps in. And then there's like these like little soft, cheap Target fluffy shoes. You know what I mean? Like the ones that you use when you're like cleaning the floors and stuff.
Yeah.
So the prince of the city is like putting these on, and then you have to like go into the bath, knocking before you enter, and then you cannot avert your gaze from the character when you until you ask your question, and then after you've asked your question, you can look away.
That's great.
Yeah, it was very funny. Yeah, PC, my team loved him. He was just hilarious. Like, because the thing was, while I did that as a service to the NPCs, to my PCs, I just told them anytime someone important came to get a divination. That was a lot of fun.
You have to look at him. Look at me.
Yes, look at me. Stare deeply into my eyes uncomfortably while I look at my ducks. All right. Let's go with pose. Now, I think with any good Heroforge mini, if you do not pose your model by yourself or, do what I did with the community stuff and find something awesome, you're doing yourself a disservice because any model you print, it costs a bit, right? It's about $50 for a color mini, which is, up there when it comes to mini prices, but the customization, the ability to make precisely what you want is something that you're paying for. So in this case, I'm going to ask you, narrator, precisely what would you like this person to be doing? What would you like them to be like? Please do not ask for the grill. I don't know if I've got it in me. But while you are deciding that, I will maybe give it a go, a very quick go.
Okay. Let's see.
Don't mind me. Oh, the tentacles.
What kind of chair are you making me sit in here?
This is special chair.
Oh, a special chair. Okay.
Yes, I bought it from a convention. There were
What kind of convention? Oh,
they all seem to like this chair, so I bought it for you.
Oh, thank you. Gonna return it.
Return it.
Maybe as long as it doesn't come with the tentacle attachment.
Oh, it has no refunds.
Well.
All right. Okay, so what are you vibing for your pose?
Well, that's a great question. Because if he's gonna be a grill master, they're usually standing. But how I want him to stand is and like to have around him is another deal. Man, I don't know. It's just Ghost Rider?
Yes. Just straight up on a motorbike.
Straight up on a motorcycle. You can't stop me. I go fast. He actually looks cool on the motorcycle.
He looks far cooler than he has any right to be.
Oh, man.
Oh.
He's like going through town, just like gathering ingredients. Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna take this. A wagon.
Amazing.
Just
amazing.
goes. Oh my god. Okay. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know what would be like I don't know what poses there are.
Okay. Well,
I thought about like
let's look at personality.
Yeah.
What personality does your character have, and what do you want?
So
to
he's
convey?
he's a very straightforward talker. I am. If you're my friend, I'm a very our friendship is unshaken, but I have a very fiery temper if I get mad. I'm very because that's one of the characteristics of whatever genasi you pick, and with fire they have a temper. Okay. So I'm really, if you're my friend, I'm really nice to you. I'm a really kind soul. But if you're an enemy or someone who insults my friends or especially my cooking, I'm pissed immediately. And almost nothing will calm me down. So definitely have some sass. We could say that.
Okay. I think I'm getting a kind of a vibe here. All right. Rule number 1 when posing: always check your elbows. Know where your elbows are, and you're gonna have a much better time than if you have no idea where your elbows sit.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Like mid-walk.
Yeah. That's kind of...
Yo, literally mid-walk to the grill. Or y'all talking shit?
Yeah.
That's me coming out of the grill. Dude, I'm honestly... yeah. Yeah, he's like a little bit of a mean mug, just like, how you doing?
Yeah, I heard you were talking some shit.
Man, are you talking some smack? Who are you?
Yeah. Who sent back the Cajun? Soup was cold, my frickin' what would you call them?
What?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a cool pun for testicles.
Oh, oh man, like fire rocks or something? I don't know.
Fire rocks? Oh, that really burns my results. I don't know. That was stretching.
Oh man.
All right, there we go.
How about I show you how quick I can clean a grill with your face?
And then... All right, that's what I need to do. Yep, there we go.
There we go. Yeah, with the side knife. There we go. That would be super cool, but super menacing just to see this dude walk up like, hi. So I heard you hated my dish. Why?
It'd also be really funny if you sounded like Mike Tyson. Hey, listen here, buddy.
I'm convinced he has the same confidence in his cooking as a mediocre chef in Denial on Kitchen Nightmare.
Oh my god.
Like, no matter what other people say, I'm always like tasting my food and I'm like, man, that's delicious. What the hell are you talking about? What do you mean?
You want more seasoning?
Want more heat?
No, I love it.
Someone looks at me. Can I have my steak well done? You can leave.
You want your steak well done, huh? How about I show you how I burn calories?
You want it well done? No problem. I just sizzle it to a, like, I grill it so bad that it just turns into coal. And I just plop it underneath the grill. There you go. What else you want?
I love that. I love that. Okay. So I think what we need to do here is let's get that working for us.
Mm-hmm.
So that what we can do here is we can clip part of it to look like it's hanging off your belt.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we can do that, which I think should be that way if we're trying to clip it.
Mm-hmm.
And then just get it so that it's not clipping there. Just this is the crazy delicate bit. And then a little bit out. All right, there we go.
That's dope.
And just that way a little teeny bit.
Yeah, I get like really into like OCD shit, so I'm like watching all of this. I'm super quiet. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm like
no,
really
me too.
into this shit.
You're definitely
really
not the
in-
only one.
Like if I play Power Wash Simulator on stream, I'm just like super quiet about it.
Ah man, yeah, I get what you mean. I get like hyper focused when I'm trying to get like just right. All right, I think for the most part. Well, what do you reckon?
Dude, honestly, he looks amazing.
All right. The only thing I would say is that there's that little hip gap here that kind of makes him look a little feminine. So I'm gonna add a little bit more weight to you, just to bulk you out a little. There we go.
There you go. Oh my God! Wait a minute. Hello? Turn me around. Dumpy. Look at that. Ridiculous.
That badonkadonk.
I'm ready to grill.
Oh yeah. Nice. All right.
Woo.
I don't know. Maybe I think I've done something with the swagger a little.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I tilted it too far. Is that no? There we go. That's it. Yeah, I tilted it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's where the money is.
Freaking
Okay, cool.
mid walk. Golly. Let's go.
I think my only regret is that I wish the flames were coming out of the blade rather than the back.
Yeah. No, I see that. I see that.
But I see why it would be that way, because like that's the idea. Is with the way we built it is I'm hoping that it kind of looks like you're walking with it, and the flames are kind of being pushed to the back of it.
They're being pushed back. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's kind of what I'm looking at. All right.
He's like in the it looks like he's in the process of using heat metal on his butcher's knife. So it's not fully there yet.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that kind of brings us to the end of today. I'm gonna finish off the last of the steps here, just with the base, just making sure that those smokes are coming out. We'll have a quick chat and see if we are happy with everything, and do our last reviews before we send these off to the printers for our dear and lovely narrator. Thank you for joining us today. So if you have any final questions, this is now the last call for questions for today's stream for either narrator, myself, or both, as we prepare to sign out for the day. All right, there we go. And I think that way. All right, so let's have a look. Let's catch up. We talking about the tentacles. I suppose a court would just have to check your distance from your relatives. Okay. I'm convinced that this is the same confidence in his cooking as a mediocre chef in Denial on Kitchen Items. Yeah. Freaking, yeah. Looks and sounds like Kronk. I think he did sound very Texan though, didn't he? When we played with him?
Yeah, he's very Texan when I use his character, right?
All right, hold on. Let's try this. You ready, narrator?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. All right, go for it.
What exactly do you mean my food ain't delicious? Have you even tasted it? This is insane. I love it. Love it so much.
All right. Our favorite friend is 30 years old. I'm here for the raid. Yay!
Yay!
All right. Blood magic or death magic? Good question. Blood magic or death magic?
Ooh, from like what universe?
I imagine.
Or are we just
vampire.
like in general? Honestly, I think I might do blood magic. Death magic is pretty cool.
I'm the opposite. I love death magic. I think I love. Don't get me wrong. I value blood magic and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
In general, definitely blood magic. Yeah. In vampire, definitely death magic.
Yeah.
It's just that's just the voice of the Ford commercial narrator.
I'm sorry that Ford loves to be in Texas. I'm sorry.
That's true.
He's a big grizzly man. I can't give him you know, I can't give him the voice where she's like, "Don't worry, everyone, I'll save you." Like, that's not gonna.
Can you do the? Can you do slap chop?
Oh, like Hyatt's Vince.
Yeah.
Maybe I haven't heard his voice in a while.
You watching, camera guy? Now what I got here is I got a 4-burner grill, okay? Now you want to keep your eyes on me as I take this 4-burner grill and this skillet, and I'm gonna make you an absolutely killer pork roast, okay? Now you know what you're thinking. You're thinking that, hey, where are you gonna pork roast on a grill? Well, fuck you, okay? You don't tell me what I put on my grill.
See all the things right here? You don't even need them. Look, 1, 2, 3, easy as can be. Slap chop. So easy.
Love it.
Oh
Love it.
man.
Yep. Yeah, we don't get that many much. What are they even called? Like the cable TV guy, seller people, dudes.
Oh, oh my God.
What is the name of their occupation? What do they do for a living? What do they write down on the census? These are the questions, people, that we are here to
Oh my
ask.
God, why am I blanking? Great. Now I'm gonna be thinking about this all day. Now I have to Google. Great.
You see what you've done,
Mike.
You've made me have to use my brains.
Damn it. I hate when I have to do this.
Telemarketers? Infomercial salesman.
Infomercial. That's what it is.
Yep, that was it. Weasel got it.
Infomercials. There we go. Holy
You win
crap.
at
Who
life,
said
Weasel.
that? Good job, Weasel Queen. Oh my God.
All right. Okay, now, last little piece of touching up here.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to ask you this. The smoke on the ground, what color do you want that to be?
Ooh.
Because we can go with the black.
I think.
But we can also go with, like, the little bit of red on the top.
Oh.
Or we can go with the full-on fire on the top.
Could we do, and hear me out, could we do like a darkish red on the bottom leading to a little bit of lighter red and then black? Like if I get really mad, the steps I take, I'm burning the ground a little bit.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Like it's hitting impact on the ground, but then it goes to a black, like it's smoking. Possibly.
Oh, fine, be that way. I didn't even want you. Just
You're just getting that 40% gamer lean in there.
Oh, that's why, because I can't black that. Okay. How do I? Oh, I know what to do. Okay. All right, there we go. Done. What do you think?
I think it looks pretty cool. What do you think?
I think it looks great. I love it. I think it definitely has that vibe you're going for. I was also very tempted to do that.
Yeah, like the ground I'm walking on is starting to heat up a bit. Kind of cool. Kind of hot.
Cool. That is very hot. All right, let me just check a couple things real quick. So I don't know why that's not coming up. That's fine. I think that's too bright. Ooh.
I do see what you're doing though. Oh, that's cool.
Ooh, I do not hate that.
I do not hate that at all. That's really cool.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, I dig that. All right. So I was gonna ask about the smoke. The next thing I'm gonna ask about is the eyes. So we went with just the glowing eyes, right? But the thing is, we can do anything with the eyes, all right? Like we can go with like kind of more the yellow eyes with the black sclera. We can go with full
Got
rounded
it.
eyes. We can go with like red eyes. We can go with these cool flaming ones.
Oh, whoa.
Hollow eyes. Because I made bleach characters, we don't talk about that. I made cyborg eyes. They were really cool.
Whoa, those are neat.
Yeah, I like them. Frog eyes. You know, again, you get the idea.
Frog eyes. I think definitely having either the fire eyes or like the black and yellow eyes would be cool.
All right, well, let's have a look. Of those two, or even the just the plain yellow.
Huh. Honestly, oh man.
Let's get close. Let's get nice and
Yeah,
close.
yeah. I kind of like the. Oh, those are cool looking.
Those are nice.
Like a reddish with a yellow, like a yellow hue in the center. I like that, to be honest. Those are pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because he has a fiery temper, but like if you get to know him, he's definitely a nicer person.
I think.
But like it'd be cool if he had like that ragey look tendency, but oh no.
Yeah. See, I like the. What if?
But I kind of like the yellow eyes too. If we made that like a.
What if I added a glow to that?
Like a glow, yeah.
Because I think yeah. Because here's the thing. I think these ones, the angry eyes, could definitely be like angry eyes, right? But I think
Those could be for anger. But I
Yeah.
think the glow on that other eye that we got on is actually probably the better just to hang out. Like just for my normal eyes.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I also don't hate the blue in the eyes either, like the gas stove kind of thing again. I just want to try. This. Not that we'll lock anything in, but where is it? If we look at that blue.
Huh.
How do you feel about that?
Huh. That would be kind of cool, like especially for that pop of color. And then as far as like, like heaven forbid, maybe one day like my flames burn so bright like they turn blue.
Well, actually, that could be a
'cause-
really cool like power up mode, where
Yeah.
this is it, and then your actual flame color is actually this blue green like.
Yeah, like it.
know.
Yeah.
And we could like make a
Like
super
old-
safe, and it'd be cool because what we could do is, and if you don't mind me doing this, we'll do that there. I'm gonna save Scorch, and then save as a copy, and then what we could do here, just as a bit of fun, is we could totally
Make him a Super Saiyan Scorch.
Oh, that wasn't what I wanted. That wasn't what I wanted at all. Yeah, you could like have a. Where is it? Oh yeah. Monster races. There it is. Nope, not monster races. I had a really cool rage one. There we go. Import. Pose.
Oh my god.
And then what we could do is we could just like, again, well, changing the gear to the.
When you break my grill.
Yes. Amazing.
Oh, no way.
And then. just have all those.
That's my rage mode. Look at him. Jeez, bro.
There you go. So that's rage mode. Yeah, I kind of did that.
When my fire burns brightest.
Yes. In brightest day and blackest night, you motherfuckers better run and fucking hide.
Who broke my quill?
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Go. Well, there you go. You've got. We've also managed to power make a
Rage character.
Yeah. All right.
Well, all right. No, I dig them.
So we like the blue eyes.
Yep, we're going for it.
All right. There we go. We have locked in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that brings us to the end of our stream today. We have gone a little bit over time, so I'm going to allow narrator, while we look for someone to raid, to tell you all about himself, where you can find him, what he is currently doing and excited about, and then we're gonna go and raid someone. So, if you would.
Right. So my name is Narrator, or Your Narrator. You can find me on YouTube. Both my channels, it's just my name's Your Narrator, and my second channel is just Narrator. On Twitch, I'm Your Favorite Narrator because someone took the name. But that's okay, because hopefully I am your favorite. I do a lot of VR content. Second channel for me is just kind of whatever I want to put up on there, so it's kind of a fun experiment. I'm part of a group channel called The Boys. We do a lot of wacky stuff. Check that out if you would like more like real life kind of haha funny content. And yeah, it's hope you guys had a wonderful time hanging out with us and making this cool character. Yeah.
Awesome. Let me post some stuff so that people can go find you. Is it Your Fave Narrator?
Just Your Narrator.
Your Narrator.
Yep.
Done. Cool. Yeah. So go check him out. Go follow him. Again. The Honey Bunches are a great hang as well for anyone who wants to, be in a wonderful and supporting community. We are going to go and raid our friends over at Careful Cantrip.
Nice.
Who are doing some D&D stuff. So again, be sure to send the love. Be sure to send all the good vibes. Thank you, everyone. My name has been Michael. I've been the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times throughout the week. We are, of course, raising funds for Dag's Trolling of Rob fundraiser, so you will see me a bunch of times. We'll be back later on tonight for Curse of Strahd, a D&D 5th edition adventure, which features, of course, a journey into the dark lands of Barovia. So yes, come and join in, hang out, and yay. It says you were last live 6 years ago.
That's what,
Narrator.
on Twitch?
On Twitch?
What are you talking about?
Maybe. Unless I linked the wrong thing.
Last
Hold on.
live.
Hold on.
What?
Wait. Before I send you off, like let me check this real quick.
What?
Let's see. Are they right? Your Narrator. No, I've definitely spelled something wrong here. Let me try that again. Can I spell narrator?
Narrator.
That's what I spelled. No,
Were you talking I was
Twitch
last?
is your favorite narrator.
Yeah,
That's what
My
you said
YouTube
your
is-
narrator.
that's my YouTube, homie.
I knew that.
Sweet
That's what I thought I did that. It's fine. There, look, I'm a professional, really. Promise. My mom says so all the time. Look, just go follow this guy. He is.
Oh,
he is
it looks so sad.
Yeah, just go follow me.
just go follow him. Follow
Just
this
go
dude.
watch.
Yes, go watch it. Go watch it. All right, we're gonna go.
Oh,
raid now. We're
man.
gonna go raid properly now. But thank you for pointing
Okay.
that out. Although it'd be
You're
really
welcome.
funny, like this 30, 40 people show up on this guy who's like hasn't streamed for
It's all
6 years,
good.
and he's just like
It's all
he's like,
good.
I'm doing it. I didn't realize that the secret of making it on Twitch was not streaming.
Not doing anything.
Oh.
All right. You do that. I gotta go to the bathroom.
All right, yep. We're gonna go raid, and then we'll yeah. See you guys next time. Bye everyone.
Bye, everyone.